Hi, my name is Shaun and I'm an ENTP. This video I will be going over 3 ways to trigger an ENTP. So before I start, once again, I'll give you the three, which will be: do not try to assert your dominance over an ENTP. Do not try to manipulate an ENTP. And do not emotionally rationalize to an ENTP. Those are three for sure ways to trigger an ENTP and to possibly have them jump down your throat. So let's get started. So do not try to assert your dominance over an ENTP. I think ENTPs are often good targets for others to assert their dominance over, just because I think, um, like I said in my last video, the 5 stereotypes of an ENTP, we are really good at putting on masks, and we use masks to assume the correct form of our environment, and we assume the form that we think will make our that will how would I put this? We assume the form that we think would best suit the environment based on our analysis of what's going on. So I often assume roles that are low key. And even if I'm new to an environment, I'm definitely going to be low key because I'm just going to sit back, take a step back, and observe everything that's happening, observe the behaviors and habits and interaction styles of the people within this environment, and see how genuine and authentic I can be. And yeah, most environments, they perceive things a lot differently than I would, or people that I get along with would. So I will assume a more low key role. And yeah, being low key sometimes triggers other dominant types to, try to push their weight around. But that's not a good idea. Because, yeah, we can be low key. We're usually just in our heads, just minding our business, what's gonna go on? Who's doing what? And what should I be doing right now? I wonder how people are perceiving me right now. Shit like that. Um, but we're a dominant type, believe it or not. Not to say that we have a strong urge to dominate other people. We have a strong urge to have complete control over ourselves. And we also like to have a good amount of control over our environment. Um, these are words from my cousin, my godmother, who I have speculated is an ESTP. And she kind of describes it as, we've been in situations together where she's described someone, a dominating figure, as dominating the experience. And I think those are the perfect word to describe what ENTPs or extroverts period tend to do. Extroverts tend to dominate the experience. Um with sensors, I think they're more likely to dominate physically and use maybe even theatrical methods and intensity and passion. Maybe failures will do that too, use passion. But that's a way that they dominate the experience, while ENTPs, I think, will dominate mentally, use subtle strategies to dominate the experience, or to at least not be dominated in the experience. For instance, I know that I feel like somebody is dominating my experience when they're forcing me into a conversation that I don't want to have. Say that they're trying to small talk with me, and they keep going. Okay, small talk can be, how's the weather? Oh, it's pretty cold outside. I'm so sick of it. I'm not ready for the winter. Oh my god. And they're like, oh my god, yeah, that's really annoying. So do you watch baseball? And then from there, I'm just like, no. And I'll literally, my way of dominating that experience is creating awkward silence because I'm not uncomfortable in awkward silence. I actually don't mind being silent because then I can think. And yeah, I honestly think I'm a fun person and like my thoughts are more fun than small talk. So I'd rather be in my head than small talk with people. Or if stupid people have like stupid humor, like I'm not gonna laugh. I'm just gonna just be like, ugh. People have tried to talk to me before, and I'll literally just give them a nod. And that's like my way of dominating the experience because I'm not gonna get dominated into having an experience that I don't want. So yeah, don't try to assert your dominance over us. We're extroverted thinkers. We have thinking, and not that we have the extroverted thinking function, but we're extroverts with thinking high in our priority stack, which means that we're more likely to correct things as they come. So that is another way that we can be dominating. If there's information that's being shared that we don't agree with or that we spot fallacies and inconsistencies in, we're going to just confront it. We're confrontational. So when you try to assert your dominance over us, you'll get confronted. And we barely back down. We play with you. We will play games. If you physically try to step up to an ENTP or if you mentally try to step up to an ENTP, you're not going to win. Because we play sheep, but we're definitely wolves. So don't do it. Do not try to manipulate us. Don't do it. Don't try to manipulate an ENTP. We're gonna know. We're gonna know what you're doing. Like guilt tripping doesn't work, coercion doesn't work, um, wordplay doesn't work, indoctrination doesn't work. It's basically like an attack on our psyche, and we don't negotiate with terrorists. We don't. It's literally psychological warfare. So when we feel like you're attacking our psyche, like there's no room for peace. Like now we have to engage in warfare back with you. So don't do it. I'm pretty sure my understanding of FE is that since we have the FE child, we kind of use it as a tool per se. Like it's a tool that we use to get our ideas across that the idea came from any. It referred back to SI for any past patterns that we can use to make this idea more like fortified. And then with TI, it takes that idea and cuts away all the inconsistencies and illogical irrationality in it. And then with FE, that's what we'll use to present the idea. So we like to appeal to people's like emotional judgment almost. We like to appeal to people's emotions to make them more receptive to our ideas. And we also are. That was annoying. What are they calling? What was that? Being a security officer. Oh, she did it on the wrong fucking radio. Anyway, yeah, I'm a security officer. Woo! Um, yeah. Don't try to indoctrinate us because we know how to manipulate other people. That's why you can't manipulate us because we manipulate other people when we want to. And not to say that I manipulate people into doing things that they don't want to do, but I'll manipulate someone to, dominate the experience, like to make sure that the experience works in my favor and that I'm having the best experience that I can. And I try not to do it at the expense of other people. So, whatever. And do not try to emotionally rationalize to us. if you're telling us that, if you're seeking advice from an ENTP and you're saying, oh my god, my boyfriend doesn't treat me right, oh my god, he lies to me, he talks to other girls, he neglects me, like, I don't know, I don't know what to do, I'm literally gonna tell you to break up with him. Like, find a new one. There's 7 billion people in the world, so cut him out, get rid of him, and yeah, fuck him. And but people's responses will be like, but I love him, and I don't want to just give up on that. It's like, what the fuck? Like, no, that doesn't make sense. You see all the patterns. He's not treating you right. He's not taking care of your needs. He's not satisfying your wants, your needs, whatever. And yeah, if all those are indicating that this is a negative situation, remove yourself from that negative situation and move on. But people like to emotionally rationalize. They're afraid to leave their comfort zones. They're afraid to like disregard something because they have a lot of history with it. And I just think that's so absurd. It doesn't make sense. Don't use emotions to rationalize because that's literally an oxymoron. Emotion Emotions are irrational. So you can't emotionally rationalize yourself out of a situation. It doesn't make sense. And with ENTPs, we just want everything to make sense. Make it make sense. And emotions make no sense. So we don't even take our emotions that seriously. We don't use it. We barely use our own how we feel about something to gauge how we're going to decide on something. We always use the facts. We always use logic because those are objective those are objective criteria for making a decision, and emotions are very subjective to your internal environment. If you're sick, depressed, mentally ill, your emotions are not going to be very reliable in your external environment. If you're in a new situation that you're not comfortable in, or if people around you don't like you, your emotions are not going to be rational. So do not fucking use them when you're making a serious decision. So yeah, those are 3 ways to trigger an ENTP. I'm pretty sure I got triggered while I was talking about them. But yeah, if you liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, you can also let me know. If you want to argue, sure, let's go. And yeah, look out for more videos in the future.